Let's look at a couple of applications. First is flight gates. So you have an airport, you are managing that airport, और उसमें आपके पास you have let's say this is your territory, this is your airport, और इसमें आपके पास flight gates हैं, okay? गेट इज जहाँ पे जहाज ने आके रुकना है और वहाँ पे लोग उतरेंगे और कुछ लोग चढ़ेंगे और फिर यहाँ से रनवे लेट्स से यहाँ पे pardon me for my drawing skills, but let's say this is a flight gate, this is another flight gate, here's another flight gate, and there's another flight gate, and so on. Okay, so a plane would come here, or he'll stay here for some time and then move on. Okay, similarly for this thing and similarly for this guy. Okay, so what's the problem? The problem is every flight, so these are flights, and every flight has a time interval when they need a gate. Okay, so for example, here's a flight 122. It will arrive at the gate at this point, and it will leave the gate at this point. Okay, similarly, here's a flight 145. It arrives at this point and leave at this point. And this is on x-axis, you have time. Okay. So अब यहाँ पे blue के लिए, if you look carefully, this 257 flight was already there when 122 arrived. Okay, which means that you can't have 257 and 122 assigned to the same gate. Okay, so there's a conflict there. Similarly, the flight 99 arrived at roughly the same time when 122 arrived, and it has the conflict with 257 and 122 as well, which means that you need a different gate for this flight as well. Okay, so this is what you get as input, flight times for each flight, and you want to find out what is the minimum number of gates that you need on your airport that should be available for your flights. Okay, so you can make easily a graph from here. So this is, let's say, 122. This guy can't have the same what should I say, flight gate as 257. So what I do is, जो 257 के लिए vertex है और जो 122 के लिए vertex है, I put an edge between them. Okay, this edge makes sure that I can't assign the same color to 122 and 257. Okay, similarly, जो 99 है, it can't have the same color as 122 and 257. Okay, उसके बाद I have 145. 145 can have the same color as 122 and 257, but it can't have the same color as 99. Okay, because इनका और इनका conflict आ रहा है. Similarly, 306 is there. So 306 का conflict किससे है? So 306, this is the 306. It is the conflict with 145, and it has a conflict with 99. Am I making sense? Is this okay? या मुझे repeat करना चाहिए कुछ?
It is okay.
Okay. Anyone else who has a problem? So if I give you this intervals of time when flights arrive, you can easily generate a graph, or उस graph में you can put an edge between two flights if their time intervals overlap. Okay, what it would mean for you is that you can't assign the same color which represents a flight gate to these two flights. Okay, and now once you have a graph, you just need a graph theorist. Okay, you give him a graph and you ask him what is the minimum number of colors that I need, and वो जो अभी colors आपको बताता है, that's the number of gates that should be ready to receive flights during your day. Okay, so this is a canonical graph theoretic graph coloring problem. Okay, so you generate a conflict graph and then you solve the graph coloring problem if you can. Okay, so that's that. Okay. Okay. Here is another problem. You have to arrange final exams, okay, and you have minimum number of classrooms available. So you have let's say classes, okay, so discrete है आपके पास, let's say I don't know आप लोग linear algebra शायद पढ़ रहे हैं, I don't know writing है और technical writing, और let's say आपके पास UP का कोर्स है, let's say उसके अलावा आप I don't know machine learning पढ़ रहे हैं, whatever, okay. But let's say okay, there is a guy who dropped OOP last year, and now he's taking discrete structures and OOP as well. Okay, which means कि आप ये दोनों exam at the same time conduct नहीं कर सकते, right? There's a conflict there. What you would do is you would put an edge there. Okay. Similarly, let's say there is someone who is studying open technical writing as well. We'll put an edge there. Okay. And each edge will represent a conflict. Okay. Or at the end of the day, you need the minimum number of classrooms that you need, which is equal to the minimum number of colors that are required to color this graph, which makes sure that each conflict has different colors, okay, different timings and classes on exams. So this conflict scenario also gives rise to the graph coloring problem. So that's that. Register allocation. Okay, I think I have motivated the graph coloring problem enough. Okay, you can go through and read these slides again. So here's the good news. Good news is that if your graph has a certain structure, which is, for example, this interval graph, okay? If your graph was generated by these time intervals, this type of graph come interval graph कहते हैं, okay? This graph can't have a very messy structure. I'm not defining what messy means here, but it can't generate all possible kind of graphs, okay? It's not possible. So, so for such a graph, you can actually find out what's the minimum number of colors that you need. It's not that hard, okay? So इस तरह इसके लिए हमारे पास solutions हैं, but in general graphs के लिए हमारे पास नहीं है. Main problem जो मैंने शुरू में आपको बताई वो ये है कि मैंने states को color करना है, and I want to make sure that neighboring states in a geographic area. अब ये देखो, ये जो चीज़ है ना, ये sort of geography है, but it could, इसमें states का होना ज़रूरी नहीं है. So it could be, for example, कि कुछ military का area जिसकी वो surveillance कर रहे हैं, okay, और उसके अंदर उनकी different posts हैं, okay, और उसके अंदर they want to make sure कि each post has a different band assignment, okay. So it could represent that scenario as well. But it boils down to the same problem, that you can represent each of these boxes or states by vertices. You can connect to vertices if they are neighboring states in the original picture. And then all you want is, you want to find out what's the minimum number of colors that you need for this, okay? But the graph that you can generate from such a geographical area map is not all kind of graphs. In particular, for example, let me ask you this question. Can you generate K5 from a map? Think about it. Can you generate a K5? You understand what K5 is, right? K5 is 5 vertices. Everyone is connected to each other. Is it possible to generate a map which represents K5?
No.
You'll see that you can't. There's no way to generate a map जिसमें 5 states हैं और वो सारी की सारी आपस में connected है. Okay, सारी एक दूसरे की neighbors हैं. It's not possible. There is no way to generate a map like this. It may surprise you, but it's impossible. For 4 vertices, it's possible. Okay, for 4 vertices, here is the picture. You have these 4 areas, and every one is connected to every other. Okay. For 4 it's possible, for 5 it's not. Which means कि आप हर तरह का ग्राफ जनरेट नहीं कर सकते. Right? Yeah, someone saying something? I missed it. You need to repeat it. Okay, I'm going to be silent for a second and try to listen to you. Okay, we can't hear you. But if you want, you can type the message in and Ubaid will let me know. Okay?
सर
Yeah?
अगर हम एक कोने से कलर करना शुरू करें, पहला कलर करें, उसके नेबर को अलग अलग कलर असाइन करें, फिर ऐसे आगे बढ़ते जाएं, यानी हिट एंड ट्रायल से करें तो भी कोई तो नहीं आएंगे मेरे ख्याल.
So for 5, you won't be able to do it. Okay? Try doing it. You won't be able to do it for 5. Try
Okay,
doing it. Okay? All right. So the kind of graph, yeah?
सर ये जो आपने पॉलीगॉन बनाई है ब्लैक कलर से, ये स्काई कलर रेड और येलो ग्रीन के दरमियान, तो इसमें जो रेड है वो मतलब थोड़ा सा टच हो रहा है ब्लू येलो वाले के साथ और थोड़ा सा ग्रीन के साथ, तो ये नोड्स भी आपस में फिर कनेक्ट होंगे ग्राफ में.
You are talking about this thing. यहाँ पे जो हमने किया है.
Yes sir.
So if they are touching, जैसे यहाँ पे ये लोग टच कर रहे हैं, so I think this is an edge. यहाँ पे, oh boy, मेरा मार्कर बड़ा हो गया. Yeah, these are touching. Okay, if they are touching, तो they are. So एक मैं आपको ये चीज बता दूं कि इसको हम touching नहीं काउंट करते हैं. Okay. All right. So if you have, let me. What do I want to say? No, मेरा ख्याल I think we are fine. So let me see. कोई एक अजीब सा सिनेरियो मुझे पता है कोई इस तरह का बनता है, लेकिन सो यहाँ पे तो इट्स क्वाइट इजी टू सी कि यहाँ पे एक एरिया है रेड का विच इज इंसिडेंट विद येलो. ओके, तो आई वुड पुट एन एज देयर. येलो का इस येलो के साथ नहीं है, इस रेड का ग्रीन के साथ है, तो दिस वुड बी एन एज. ओके, व्हेनेवर दे हैव अ बाउंड्री इन कॉमन, कुछ भी थोड़ी सी भी बाउंड्री अगर उनकी कॉमन है तो फिर you put an edge. Okay? All right, I'm assuming it's clear. So the graphs that you can generate from this maps, or तो उनको हम कहते हैं, there are special kind of graph, उनको हम कहते हैं planar graphs. Okay? और मैं अभी define भी कर देता हूँ आपके लिए. G is a planar graph if and only if there exists a planar drawing of G where no two edges intersect or cross. Okay, जो edges हैं वो आपस में cross नहीं होने चाहिए. So for example, here is a planar graph. Okay, this is planar because कोई भी दो edge cross नहीं हो रहे. Okay, let me give you an example of a graph which is not planar. Okay, this guy is not planar because ये देखें यहाँ पे इस पॉइंट के ऊपर ये दो एज क्रॉस कर रहे हैं. ओके, मल्टीपल जगहों पे कर रहे हैं, यहाँ पे भी कर रहे हैं, यहाँ पे भी कर रहे हैं. ओके, सिमिलरली so here is a graph. Is it a planar graph or not? So ये आपके पास
No.
K4 है, ये K5 है, ये C5 है. K4
के लिए हम कर सकते हैं कलर?
Pardon me, can you repeat?
Didn't you say that K4 के लिए हम मतलब K4 का नेबर्स वाला जो मैप्स वाला प्रॉब्लम है इट कैन अप्लाई?
हाँ, yeah,
तो आर वी डिस्कसिंग दैट कि जो मैप्स वाले होते हैं वो प्लेनर नहीं हो सकते?
we are. So can we or can we not? Is K4 planar or not?
Sir, I think we can draw K4 in another way कि triangle
Yes.
बनाया उसके बीच में एक
Yes.
vertex.
Yes, that's the point. Remember, this definition says that there exists a drawing, planar drawing. Okay, it does not say कि उसकी हर drawing जो भी आपने की है वो नॉन क्रॉसिंग होगी. Okay, K4 की एक drawing exist करती है जिसमें कोई भी edge cross नहीं करते. Okay, so since there exists a drawing, this is a planar graph. Okay, मैंने एक और ड्राइंग बनाई जिसमें क्रॉस करें तो नो वन केयर. हो सकता है कि बहुत सारे प्लेनर ग्राफ्स की ड्राइंग्स हो जिसमें वो क्रॉस करते हो. ओके, सो दैट्स नॉट important. The important part is, does there exist a drawing जिसमें वो क्रॉस नहीं करते? So K4 के लिए there exists a drawing जिसमें no edges cross, which means K4 is planar. K5 is not planar because no matter what you do, K5 में आप edge cross करेंगे. Okay. Similarly, there is a graph जिसको हम K33 कहते हैं. We have seen it before, I think. जिसके अंदर you have this is a bipartite graph जिसमें you have 3 vertices in X, you have 3 vertices in Y, and everyone is connected to everyone. Okay, so it's a bipartite graph like this. This is also not bipartite. And the famous Kuratowski theorem says that every planar graph either contains K5 or K33 in some form. Okay, definition form की छोड़ रहा हूँ उन लोगों के लिए जो उसको देख के पढ़ना चाहते हैं. But every non-planar graph must contain K5 or K33 in some form. Okay. All right, so turns out okay, for planar graphs you can actually say something interesting about the coloring. Okay, and वो हम कहने जा रहे हैं यहाँ पे. It's called the famous 4-color theorem. In the conjecture was कि कोई भी map, pick any map, it can always be 4-colorable. Okay, so 4 colors are enough to color each map. इसके बहुत सारे प्रूफ इस तरह के हैं जिनके प्रॉब्लम था. सो कैंप का प्रूफ था, उसमें प्रॉब्लम था. इन लोगों का proof tha which was correct, but it came in 1977, which is like, I don't know, 125 years after the conjecture. So it took people 125 years to actually solve this problem, and to solve this problem they actually used computers. Okay, they used computers to generate a sort of map. I think it was few thousand pages long proof for this thing. जो मेरे ख्याल में सबसे छोटा है, it has, उसके बाद छोटा हुआ मेरे ख्याल में it has 600 cases or something. All right, so we now know that every map can be colored with 4 colors. Okay, not going to do that proof, but we are going to do the proof which says that 5 colors are enough. Okay, even that one is interesting. We'll see a couple of interesting things about planar graph. There is a thing defined about a planar graph. It's called a region or a face. Okay, a region or a face is don't look at this picture. It's थोड़ी सी misleading है. Okay, a region or a face is defined for drawing of a planar graph. It's not for the graph, but the drawing of the planar graph. Okay, so let's say this is the drawing. A region is area of the space which is enclosed by vertices and edges. Okay, so this part is a region. Okay, इसको हम एक फेस भी कहते हैं. Similarly, this is also a face or region. और इसके बाहर जो है इन सब के वो भी एक फेस और रीजन है, इसको भी हम काउंट करते हैं. Okay, so this drawing of this graph has 3 faces. Okay, इसको हम I don't know regions भी कहते हैं. Does everyone understand okay, what a region is or a face is?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you give me a the drawing of a graph और उसके अंदर जो भी उसके कनेक्टेड रीजन्स बनते हैं उनको हम फेस कह रहे हैं. ओके, और एक आउटर रीजन भी है जो इन्फिनिट साइज का है. ओके, सारा. Okay, for every planar graph you give me its drawing and I can look at its drawing and I can tell you कि उसके कितने faces हैं. Okay, so for example अगर K4 की हम drawing की बात करें तो this is K4's drawing, planar drawing, और इसके अंदर the number of regions is equal to 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, this guy has 4 regions. अगर हम triangle की बात करें तो this guy has 2 regions. Okay, अगर हम एक edge की बात करें तो this guy has only 1 region. Okay, अगर हम सिर्फ एक vertex की बात करें तो this guy also has a 1 region. Okay, this region can be defined from the graphs जो simple नहीं है. So for example, if you have a graph जिसमें you have 2 vertices और इसके बीच में you have let's say 1, 2, 3 edges. Okay, तो यहाँ पे the number of regions is equal to 3. Outer region, this region and this region. Okay, we'll see. This is probably going to become very interesting.